Hey there! So today we have another review, and this is a new one from Stone. This is Peak Conditions Hazy IPA, Hazy Double
Hazy
IPA.
Double, yeah. 8.1%.
Yeah, so this is a combination of a West Coast IPA with right amount of East Coast style haze. And so they throw in passion fruit, orange, and guava juice in here.
Ooh.
Puree.
You've picked out some really,
They're new beers.
really,
Whoa, look at that color.
pretty. Urinary tract infection yellow.
That's a funky yellow. It's like
It is. It's almost like a peachy, almost got like a red undertone thing going on there.
yeah. It's what is it? It's like bronze almost.
Yeah.
It's like too dark for orange juice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it actually looks a little bit like a passion fruit puree.
Yeah, mine has like a slightly peachier color.
Yeah.
I think it's just the type of glass it's in.
Man, that's fresh, ripe oranges, like tons of oranges.
Fresh, ripe oranges, fruit punch, like a true fruit punch.
Tons of fruit
a
punch.
citrus blend juice.
Yeah.
Tasty, tasty. Salivating already.
That's a crazy aroma. It has like orange starburst to it. It has fresh, ripe
strawberry starburst, even pink starburst.
A lot of that concentrated fruity
watermelon, candy
candy.
watermelon. A lot of candy flavors. Just a lot of
Orange marmalade, orange dish candy. I get orange starburst. Orange Julius or orange creamsicle.
Oh yeah, big
creamsicle.
time.
Yeah.
Big time. Cheers.
Okay. Pretty thick. Mm-hmm. Like up front, there's that like pulpy, almost kind of fruit character to it. Canned a month ago. Pretty fresh. Very fresh. A lot of orange rind. You get that kind of like orange peel, rind, pithiness on the back end.
I would say pithiness for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely more of like rindy than it is fruity, I think, on the palate.
It's mostly orange compared to guava and passion fruit.
Right, right.
Those flavors are not that dominant, actually. Guava is almost completely hidden. I don't really get much tart guava.
I do kind of get like a little bit of like pear.
Mangoes, passion fruit with that orange.
I'm trying to decide if I'm crazy on this. Almost like a weird nuttiness like thing going on.
Oh yeah, they call the flavor note of like ginger or sarsaparilla on this one.
I guess, yeah, I can see that.
I just see that actually. It's strange.
I think that more so describes what I'm experiencing here.
I'm curious why you get those flavors. It might be from the expression of the yeast. Because I was on the website, I was like, why the hell would you get ginger off of this?
I totally get ginger.
I can see like some dry ginger in there, yeah, like powdered dry ginger.
No, like the skin of ginger, even like a ginger tea.
Yeah, a little bit. Like
to me,
the spiciness.
Yeah,
a little spiciness. And then on the nose, they were calling sarsaparilla, which is sort of like root beer.
Yeah. Yeah, I could sort of see that too. Yeah.
It's weird.
It's like a sweetness.
Whoever's calling these flavor notes really knows what they're talking about. They're weird ones that sort of don't make sense in this beer, but I guess they sort of are triggering around there. Mm-hmm. And then I get just a lot of pulpy, dry, kind of smack your lips kind of.
This is a much meatier beer than the last two that we had.
This is a complete opposite spectrum. This is chunky, thick puree IPA kind of beer. Not that it's that chunky or like pulpy. It just has that texture to it.
We are in the middle of finishing up Frozen 2 with the kids, and I need this.
What's your final impression rating on this one?
This is really good. And I think it's at a perfect temperature for me.
Yeah.
Like, it's not super, super cold. Darwin didn't leave these in the fridge long enough. However, not crushable like the last two we've had. This is I would say a half pour at best. Like, I don't think I'd really want a whole ass pint of this.
Yeah.
It's just very thick. It's very pulpy. It's rich.
Yeah.
It's rich.
It's
almost like concentrated.
Yeah.
Not concentrated so much like as OBT is. But Orange Blossom, I think actually Orange Blossom, OB2.
Oh, nobody knows what they're talking about.
Yeah, okay, well, some people do. That's a very, very concentrated and absolutely disgusting beer, in my opinion.
It's Imperial Pilsner, that's like double digits. So.
That's awful.
Anyway,
yeah, this is still pretty concentrated, still pretty thick. I would do a short pour of this. I I don't think I'd be able to do more in one night, or more than one in a night, because it's just so much flavor burst going on here. Almost like it does stick to your palate. It does kind of just linger a bit too long for me. All that being said, it's a pretty decent beer. I do kind of like the addition of the guava and the passion fruit.
The orange is the one that.
I mean the guava is like really. I like it because I think without that guava, it would be too funky, like not in a good way.
Too orangey.
Yeah, it would just be too pithy. I think the passion fruit does kind of add some sweetness to it. That being said, my rating, I'm gonna give this an 87. Yeah.
So my impression, super fruity nose. This is really in the range of like a fruited New England IPA than really meets West Coast kind of IPA. I guess the West Coast thing is that this beer is actually decently bitter. The New England IPA is quite bitter. Yeah. It does have that thick chewiness of New England IPA, but it plays in a way where it's not really the creamy, silky body of a beer, but more of that kind of like chunky, textured impression of juice. And it's not that there's chunks of pulp in here and that we're like, it just has that impression of just like drinking thick juice, because it is juice beer basically. So if you like, I mean, maybe this is, I don't think this is for the people that like those like, puree fruity sours, but if you like these big orangey flavors and you think that you'll match that with New England IPA, then you're going to get there.
Orange
and again,
marmalade.
Again, this is not like the orange flavors of New England IPA. This tastes like there's real tons of fruit puree added to this, so it's very fruity. So I think that the orange flavors up front are quite nice. The tropical flavors in the middle, decent. There's a little bit of that kind of funky, spicy
candied
thing that we're
looking
for as well. Fruit. Just like candied, just like ginger playing in here. Decently bitter. Right. A lot of pulpy and pithy kind of bitterness driving in here as well.
When I was pregnant with Amelia, I was eating these orange ginger chews. That's what this reminds me of.
Cool. Yeah. Nice sweetness, counteracted by some bitterness. Pretty nice beer, actually. I think it's actually pretty decent. This one for me gets a.
I'm gonna give mine. I'm gonna give mine a 90. Actually, I'm gonna go to 90 on this. 91, 90.
I'm gonna give it 92. It's not something like I would go after too many reps of, but the first try is pretty fun and it's different. And not many New England IPAs taste like this, so.
I don't think it's meant to.
Honestly, it tastes a little bit like one of the decadent beers. Like it just pumps a lot of like interesting fruit into a big New England style double IPA. So honestly, it almost tastes like it's 9%, not 8.1, but yeah. Anyway, that's a what did I say, 92?
You said 92. I said like 91.
92. Until next time, guys. Cheers. That's Stone Peak Conditions. Later.